So I was perusing Netflix like I usually do, looking for something to watch, but I couldn't find anything in particular, so I thought I would give The School for Good and Evil a try. I had seen trailers before, but I never really gave it a chance. So today is the day I give this Netflix movie a chance, and I'm here to let you know if it's worth a watch or if you should just skip it. So, what is The School for Good and Evil about? It's essentially about two best friends, Agatha and Sophie. Sophie believes she's a princess, and Agatha is an odd girl who is believed to be a witch by the villagers in town. The two friends are kidnapped and thrust into a magical school where students are trained to be heroes and villains. Their fortunes are unfortunately reversed, so Sophie is taken to the school for evil, while Agatha is taken to the school for good. Their friendship is put to the test as they try to find their way home and find out who they truly are. Within the first 10 minutes of this movie, I can tell the girl's destiny would be reversed. At first, it was a turnoff until the story started to unfold and some complications were thrown into the mix. Then I was like, yeah, okay, I'm all in. Although this can feel like a YA novel at times, there is a lot of fun to be had with this film. The main characters are very relatable. Sophie is relatable because she feels like she doesn't belong in this world and that she's meant to be or do something more. Agatha is an odd girl who people call names and often mistreat. Her only friend in the world is Sophie, and their opposites complement each other. I feel like their characters are very well fleshed out to the point where I actually care what happens to them. This story addresses two main themes. One is about discovering oneself, and the other is about the complexity of people. This film goes as far as to say that no one is all good or all evil. Nothing is just black and white. Almost everyone falls into a gray area. The film also addresses issues of vanity and shallowness within the good community and how it, the good community, has lost sight of empathy and compassion. Now, there are different types of movies out there. You got your A movies like Top Gun Maverick, your B movies like Big Trouble in Little China, and your C movies like House of Wax. If I had to label this movie, I would have to say it's a very fun B movie. Back in the day, we used to be able to see movies like this in the theater. These little nugget movies would be there for moviegoers to watch when they wanted to try something different or if they had seen everything else. We really don't see movies like this in the theaters anymore because studios don't want to waste their money on projects that won't bring them in tons of profits. They don't really care about movies like this that need to grow over time or will have a small cult following of fans who adore their films. I really miss the good old days. Anywho, I really love the characters, including some of the villains. Hester is my favorite badass villain for the School of Evil. In the back of my mind, I wish she could have had more screen time, but alas, this is not Hester's movie. Kit Young as Rafal was excellent as he had double duty playing two characters. Kit also did an unintentional homage to Candyman with the bees, although I'm pretty sure Kit's bees were all CGI. Tony Todd had to do it old school. There is a great cast in this film. You had the likes of Kerry Washington, Charlize Theron, Kit Young, and Lawrence Fishburne, and not to mention Michelle Yeoh. And guys, the meta is not lost on me that Michelle Yeoh, Miss Malaysia, played the beauty instructor. I thought that was hilarious. I do have a few nitpicks about this movie. The first is the visual effects, which at times were really good, and other times, not so much. It's like you can tell where the money ran out or where they cut back on things they felt weren't important. Agatha's weave. Oh boy. As a woman, I could tell they did not blend her natural hair with the weave properly, and it bothered the hell out of me. Way more than it should have. The last thing is Tedros. I'm trying not to spoil a part of the movie, but there is a scene where he did something awful to another character and made Agatha very upset. After that scene, it was never addressed again. Like, what the heck? This thing actually happened, and I wouldn't have been able to get past it as fast as she did. But Tedros seems not to be bothered by it at all. Like, bro, are you secretly evil? I really enjoyed this movie. There are places that give you the feels and great action scenes. I love the concept, I love the characters, and now that I know this IP is based on a book, I'm eager to see what they do next. I give The School for Good and Evil a solid 8 out of 10. Did you see The School for Good and Evil? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if you're on YouTube, or if you're on the podcast, shoot me an email at complex4movies@gmail.com. Also, Don't forget to subscribe and give these videos a thumbs up to give me a much needed boost to the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, see you soon.